Hello students, today we will study about latitudes and longitudes. In our past classes, we have already studied about the shape of the earth. The earth is flattened at the poles and slightly bulged at the equator. It is an oblate spheroid in shape and is called the geoid. The earth is divided into four hemispheres. The regions north and south of the equator are called northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere respectively. The region east and west of the prime meridian longitude is called eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. The four main directions north, south, east, west are called as cardinal points, which are indicated on every map and help us to locate the places on a globe. But to find the exact location of a place on the globe, one has to use a map with a network of parallels of latitude and longitudes. A complete network of parallels of latitudes and longitudes drawn on the map or globe is called the Earth's grid. It enables us to determine the location of any point on the Earth. For example, Gandhinagar in Gujarat, India is located on 23.12 degree north, 72.41 degree east. Now let us study about the latitudes or parallels. The latitude of a place is the angular distance of that place north or south of the equator as measured from the center of the earth. The imaginary circle circumscribing the earth around the center of the earth being equidistant from the poles and drawn through the center with a plane perpendicular to the axis is called as equator. It divides the earth into two equal halves, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. The other lines of latitude are drawn parallel to the equator in circles and grow smaller towards the poles. These are called as parallels of latitudes. Latitude of equator is 0 degree and that of the poles are 90 degree north and 90 degree south in north and south respectively. Altogether there are 180 parallels at 1 degree interval. The distance between each latitude is approximately 111 km. The earth represents 360 degree and the circumference of the earth is approximately 40,000 km. Thus 40,000 divided by 360 degrees is equal to 111 km. The distance between two successive parallels of latitudes or each degree of latitude is equal to 111 km. To determine the exact position of a place on the globe, 1 degree is further divided into 60 minutes and 1 minute is divided into 60 seconds. Now let us study about the main 5 parallels of latitudes. The main latitudes, their location with degrees are as such. Equator is 0 degree midway between two poles. Tropic of Cancer is 23½ degree to north of equator. Tropic of Capricorn is 23½ degree to south of equator. The Arctic Circle is 66½ degree to north polar region surrounding the North Pole. The Antarctic Circle is 66½ degree to south polar region surrounding the South Pole. Now let us study about the uses of latitude. Latitudes help in locating a place north or south of the equator. Such a location is known as an absolute location. Latitudes help in calculating the distance. This is calculated with reference to the equator at right angles to the place. Parallels of latitude divide the earth into distinct heat or thermal zones. Now let us study about the climatic zones or heat zones. The three main heat zones are torrid zone, temperate zone and frigid zone. Torrid or tropical zone lies between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. 23.5 degree north to 23.5 degree south. Equatorial area, that is 5 degree north to 5 degree south of the equator, is called doldrum or equatorial zone. Here the climate is too hot and wet. Snowfall and frost never occur and there is almost no winter. Next is temperate zone. North temperate zone lies between 23.5 degree north to 66.5 degree north between Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle. The south temperate zone lies between Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle, that is 23.5 degree south to 66.5 degree south. Here the climate is moderate. There is great difference between summer and winter. Weather changes mostly occur here. It is an ideal place for living. Next is frigid zones. North frigid zone lies between Arctic Circle and North Pole, that is 66.5 degree north to 90 degree north. And the south frigid zone lies between Antarctic Circle and South Pole, that is 66.5 degree south to 90 degree south. Here the longer winters of duration 9 months are seen. It remains frozen most of the year. Now let us study about the longitudes and meridians. The longitude of a place is the angular distance of that place east or west of the prime meridian. 0 degree and 180 degree meridian together make a complete circle on the globe. The lines of longitude are also called meridians of longitude because meridian is derived from the Greek word meridianum, which means noon. The sun crosses a meridian at noon, so it will be noon at the same time at all places on a particular meridian. All the places situated at a given meridian experience midday at the same time. The equator exactly bisects all meridians. The distance between two longitudes decreases gradually as one moves towards the poles. This distance becomes zero as all longitudes converge at the poles.